Hey there. Hope everybody had a good Monday. I'm in presentation mode already so that I can get right to it and check our answers for Declaration Dave. Couple things I posted today over in Google Classroom. Two add-ons that I think are going to come in really helpful for us. One of them is Google Meet Grid View, which lets you see like pictures of everybody on the screen at once in like this big grid, and it's pretty nifty. Um, I used it with um, at least one class today. It was pretty fun. Um, I think I used it in maybe three different meetings today. It's pretty cool. And another one is like called Nod, where even if your video is muted, you're able to react. And just to show you, like here, I have it enabled right now. So if I ask a question or a teacher asks a question, you could give a thumbs up or give like a thumbs up or a clap, or you could raise your hand virtually like you have a question, and it lets the teacher know that you have something to say. Grid view, like this is the new thing. If you do the grid view thing, um, you can choose whether it's, I mean, really, there's nobody in here, it's just me, so it's not going to do much good. You could turn it on and off and stuff there, but you would literally see a grid of everybody in the class on the screen at once, and it's kind of fun. So I would really download those apps if you get a chance. Let's see, scroll through anything else you guys missed lately. Um, don't forget, if you have not done so yet, Miss K set up a Google Classroom for everybody to join. She's got some stuff in there I think that'll be helpful. So please join Miss K's Google Classroom. I promise it'll be worth it. And yeah, you may have noticed today I also started posting things that are on Yonker site, also in Google Classroom for people, since some people were checking some and some were checking the other. I just decided to post them in both, just so everything is there for you. Trying to make it as simple as possible for everybody. Um, so at Declaration Day, we got through this. What was the purpose of the preamble? Um, Pretty much going through Jefferson's words. When my version of it, if you missed this in class, he's basically saying that when in history, when one group wants to separate from another and they want to be treated as equals, it's only respectful to share those reasons why. Basically, that's what the preamble is saying. What's the purpose of the preamble? Why did he write that? Well, it was setting the tone for the whole Declaration of Independence itself. Um, like it was pretty much giving the intent and saying, hey, we're planning on separating and these are going to be the reasons why, except he didn't say we or anything. He kept it real generic. I broke down the Declaration of Natural Rights, explained it to everybody phrase by phrase, piece by piece. The purpose of government is straight from the doc. To secure these rights, governments are instituted. So governments are created to secure the rights of the people, to protect the rights of the people. List 5 of the natural rights stated in the Declaration. There were way more than 5. The ones that people always think of are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. There's 3. Equality is 4. The right of the people can abolish a government or create a new government. Governments are established to affect their safety. And then also to provide for the security of the people as well, safety and security of the people. So those are some of the natural rights we reviewed today. Since there were a big chunk of people, well, we ran out of time, but there were also a big chunk of people that needed to finish these listed grievances. Who was blamed for the tyranny against the colonies. Good old KG3, King George III. Approximately how many grievances are listed? Well, if you go through it, it's he has done this, he has done that, he has done this, he has done that, he has done this. If you count them all up, depends how you count it. And if you count every indent and everything, it's usually somewhere between 19 and 26 is what people get. So if you were in that range, I give you 2 thumbs up on that. The resolution is pretty much the conclusion, the actual declaration. We do, you know, that these united colonies, not states, united colonies is capitalized, um, are and of right to be free and independent states. And they are absolved of all allegiance to the British Crown. Um, they're, everything is dissolved. They are free and independent. He repeats it again. And we have the full power to have the rights of any other country, equal rights that any other country on earth has. We can levy war, start wars, we can make peace, we can make alliances, we can establish commerce, trade, and do all other acts and things which independent states. Now, in this case, states is capitalized. At this time period, state means country. So a lot of times people get very confused in other places of the world because they go, the state of, like, we talk about the State of the Union, the condition of the country. Well, the state of France is a country, really. The state of Georgia, well, there is a state in the United States called Georgia, but there's also a country called Georgia. So it's pretty confusing because they intended that each colony would be a united state, like not a united state, an independent country of itself. And instead, they ended up becoming united countries almost in its own way. United States, independent states that are united together. Um, and with a firm reliance, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. They knew that signing this would be treason, and they did it anyway. So, 4 abilities of this new nation is free and independent states. Well, levy war, start wars, conclude peace, contract alliances, establish commerce. Basically, in one short phrase or sentence, what is this resolution portion actually saying? Basically, it's, hey, yo, we're independent now. We are separate. We do not belong to you. We are our own country, bro. And that's about it. Um, the hard part is trying to prove it now without Britain fighting back. So we have all these signatures. John Hancock, the largest and biggest in center because he was the president of the Second Continental Congress. Question 8. Why was he the first to sign it? Why did he sign it so big? Well, he was the president of the Second Continental Congress, so he was the first to sign it. He signed it so big, it is reported, because he wanted to sign it big enough for KG3, King George III, to see it without his glasses on, so he could read exactly who he was signing it against. And this is something that you could actually Google and you'd find the answer to really easily. Question 9, why do you think George Washington didn't sign the Declaration of Independence? I get a lot of creative answers on this one. People who are like, well, George Washington didn't support it. Or, he didn't sign it? I didn't realize that. Well, the real reason is because he was off leading the Continental Army. He couldn't be there to sign it because he was busy leading the troops somewhere else. But he got a copy of it a week later and read it aloud to his troops, who cheered along as he read it. So that was pretty cool. And then some fun facts for you. So check your answers, make corrections as you need, and make sure you are turning it in. Hit that turn in button in Google Classroom so that you get credit for it. Please. And I think that's about it. I'm still updating Yonker site, but if you have not yet done so, Flipgrids 1 through 3 are past due. Please make sure you do those. You guys are going to be starting a Nearpod today, and I put the code on here. You'll have today and tomorrow to do it. Um, Hit me up, and I can make office hours whenever you guys need me to, and I can walk you through anything. Email me, answer questions. I'm also going to be setting up. I'm probably not going to do it tonight, but I'll do it tomorrow morning. Um, I learned about this. Hold on, let me go here. And I heard wrong account. I heard about Mrs. Matazuski said she's been using this Google Chat feature, and I set up a class called or a group called Yonker 2020. And you can use this form to ask questions and help each other out with class assignments. So if you have a question about a specific something or another, um, you can ask it on here and I'll reply, or your classmates can reply. I think I have to add everybody individually, unless you guys know of another way to do it. But I just created a room called Yonker 2020 for us to join. Um, so yeah, I'll work on adding people in tomorrow and you guys can start using that. Make sure you're reaching out to me with questions or comments. You can also reach out to Mrs. Norton, Mrs. Mason, Miss Pecora, Miss Johnson, Miss Holiday. We're all in this together, and we really want you guys to be successful. And this Nearpod I have, I think, is going to be, it's pretty good. It really breaks down the roles of citizens and hits our Civics 1 standard really well. So it goes along with what we've already been doing. And it kind of overlaps the Declaration. Like the things we have today all stem back to the Declaration and the rights of the citizens and what they fought for so many years ago for us to have today. So, all right, guys. I wish I saw most of you guys in the classrooms today. I don't know when I'll do a live session again, but let me know if you have questions or want a one-on-one session or whatever. I can help you with anything you need. Thumbs up. Have a great night. Day. Have a great day.